Hi guys, still at the Malaysia Auto Show and in Mapes, and here we have, this is just unveiled by BMW, the all new, well, not really all new lah, but first ever BMW i3s. So we all remember the BMW i3. It's been around for some time, and finally this car is officially launched in Malaysia, but we call it the i3s. Why is it the i3s? Because this is just a higher performance version of the i3, and more importantly, right, this car has usable day-to-day performance numbers. All right, it had the electric motor generates 184 horsepower, 270 newton meters of torque, which is the same as an F30 320i. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 6.9 seconds. Pretty decent, right? But the kicker is your daily cruising range. And BMW people tell me that this is real world numbers. Real world numbers. Your cars, the i3s has a full charge cruising range of 260 kilometers. Now let's just say that even 260 kilometers is optimistic. You're still looking at a car that would easily, on one full charge, cover 200 kilometers a day. All right. Now your daily usage patterns, you are not likely to use more than 50 or 100 kilometers a day if you're an urban commuter. If you're a regular outstation traveler, different story lah. But I'm talking about those of you, if let's say you are just going your daily commute, go to office, or send the kids to school, or or even maybe some of your activities all within a 100 kilometer radius, right? 260 kilometers of cruising range is good enough. You just drive the car during the daytime, and charge it at night. Now, one thing about charging this car at night though is that if you were to charge this off a 3-pin socket, 3-pin plug, like how you do with your PHEVs, right? A full charge is going to, from empty to 100%, it's going to take 11 hours, which means that for this car, if you want to buy one of these, you will have to consider adding on the wall box, which will speed up the charging time, all right, from 11 to just 3 hours. Now, of course, the other thing about electric vehicles is people are always concerned about battery life. Now, so here we have, this is the actual battery module of the i3, and they always say that the batteries are designed to last the lifetime of the car, and in places like Europe, the lifetime of a car is 5 to 10 years. So yeah, I mean, it will last that long. But let's say like move forward lah, you really need to change the battery. You want to keep the car so long, you need to change the battery module. So what happens is that you don't have to change this whole thing. You can change the individual modules. All right. So let's say like module 1 is faulty, you just change module 1, that's it, you keep the rest and continue going. So each module is about a few thousand ringgit. And you think, wow, so expensive. But let me point out another thing. With an electric car, a full electric car, your maintenance is actually very low. You don't have timing belt, you don't have timing chain, you don't have engine oil change, you don't have diesel valve problems, you don't have radiator problems, you don't have valve gasket problem, head gasket problem, all that. So basically your periodic maintenance for this car really are just your tires, your brake pads, your brake discs, your brake fluids, plus maybe your coolant for your batteries and motor, and that's it. So in terms of your long-term maintenance, your servicing costs for this will actually be very low. And if let's say if you were to change one battery module, let's say, your net ownership costs may actually still be cheaper than a petrol powered car. Of course, we do not know about your power, your electricity consumption lah. That is a different story altogether. All right, but that is just a bit of perspective. So now, whilst the TV3 crew is there filming their shots, let me just walk you through the exterior of the car. So the i3s, all right, the engine, the electric motor, is mounted at the rear wheels, so they actually don't need a grille up here in front. So this is just a stylistic a stylistic representation of the BMW kidney grille. And of course, the BMW i cars, they don't have the quad headlight design, so it's just one U-shaped daytime running light here. This bumper, this front bumper treatment is reminiscent of BMW's M Sport cars, right? M Sport design. It is to reflect on the i3s's more sporting positioning. Now you see the doors open. The car has suicide rear doors, and the rear doors can only be opened after you open the front doors. Okay, so the tires here, very unusually sized tires, 20-inch in diameter. Wheels are 20 inches in diameter, but yeah, width is 195 R20. So well, replacing these tires may be tricky in terms of pricing and as well as availability, but who knows, if the i3 becomes a popular car in Malaysia, there will be more. Surely there will be one or two tire suppliers who will bring more units here. Okay, so the looks of the i3, even though there are not many units in Malaysia, those that come are probably parallel imports. You would have seen enough of these on magazines and all that the looks is familiar. Yeah, so here the whole rear fascia is black dominated, but the BMW kidney grille has blue highlights around it, and you can see the taillight still has that traditional BMW L-shaped motif. Okay, and of course here's the badge variant for the i3s. So you see the window line. Okay, we see with BMW I's division, right? They take greater liberties when it comes to reinterpreting, when it comes to carrying BMW's traditional design cues. See, there's no you don't really see an obvious Hofmeister King on the window line of this car. All right, now let me just come here and let's just show you the frame of the i3. So this is what BMW calls its live drive platform. So all this underneath, carbon fiber underneath, all right, and yep, it's supposed to be very lightweight, very solid, and that's part of the reason why the i3s is available to attain such a long cruising range, because the car is very, very lightweight. Right, now just to show you, these I believe are the isofix anchors, right? So it's here, right? Yeah, so yeah, the usage of carbon fiber on its chassis really contributes to the lightweight of the car, and as a result, that is what enables the i3s to attain, well, performance numbers that match that of a 320i, and at the same time a respectable cruising range of more than 200 kilometers. Okay, so let's look in the boot. Right, okay, not bad, looks decent. Okay, decent volume, can do your groceries. No suitcase underneath there. Just got a strap here. We've got a 12-volt socket here. Right, no powered closing mechanism, but that is unavoidable, because when you add things like, powered motors, powered this, powered that, what you do, you add weight, and that affects the cruising range of this car, plain and simple. Thank you. Okay, so we come here and step into the back first. Okay, good leg room, thigh support is decent. This center, well, this is a strict 4-seater. Isofix mounts here. Okay, seat belts are blue in color, but they are hidden behind this well, it's right here, and you see all here at the interior is all made of what BMW very proudly describes as sustainable materials. All right, so here we have this hook here that you can fold in and out, and here, what is this? Okay, so this is to push the front seat forward. Okay, this is to allow you to push the front seat forward. Let me just step front, and you see the seats are manual adjustment, no power adjustment, simply because, once again I said, when you put all the power this, power that, you add weight. So all this wood paneling, they're supposedly made from eucalyptus wood. These are one of the fastest growing wood in nature, And these plastic materials here are made from recycled. These are all recycled materials, like all your drink bottles, your 100 plus bottle, mineral water bottle, right? So they reprocess this to come up with these materials here. Okay, and right here, what do we have? So this is a fabric type material here, and yep, so I can't close the front door without first closing the rear doors. And the layout of this car, the interior layout of this car, so this panel here, well, it is on one end, it is definitely different from any other BMWs that came before this, but at the same time, the switchgear, these are common BMW switchgear, right, from the parts bin. This also, despite the difference in layout, it has a very BMW look and feel about it. Okay, so there's a virtual instrument cluster right there. There's the iDrive screen. And let me just step out. Okay, so here's the rear door, right? I will just close the rear door. So it closes like this. And to open the rear door, pull this handle and close. Right, so here, close this. That's it. Okay. Yep, so guys, this is it. BMW i3s, priced at 279,000 ringgit. Available for pre-order now, and yeah, so this is an interesting product. It should make for what you call it, this makes for a viable day-to-day electric vehicle based on its cruising range of 260 kilometers, plus at the same time that it has a top speed of 160 kilometers, able to do 0 to 100 in 6.9 seconds. This car is good for your daily use. So what would the next step would be, I believe, would be if BMW were able to translate this level of usability and performance into a conventional package like the 1 Series or the 3 Series. That, in my opinion, would really be the next big breakthrough of electric motoring. Cheers, guys.